Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Lumeria Star. So today we are going to be doing a walkthrough and side-by-side comparison of the new Seawitch Tarot. There are two editions that I have right here. So let's just kind of take a look and see how they're the same and how they're different and go through the cards. So I have two decks here. As you can see, there is a size difference. This one right here is the standard tarot size, and then this one's a bit larger. I want to say probably more oracle size. So the main differences here is this is in English and this one is in French. So basically the Seawitch Tarot, this is created by the artist Willow White-Raven. It is by Mademoiselle Dauphine, Seawitch Tarot from the Enchanted Seawitch Parlor, which is just really, I just love that whole like idea of this is being, I guess, channeled from Mademoiselle Dauphine. These boxes are luxurious. It's that like velvety kind of rose petal finish. Even though it's a tough box, it's really nice. You can see these like vintage like ocean prints. You can see them all right here. Really lovely for a tuck box. You can see here at the back of the cards. So this is a complete 78 card tarot deck, including major and minor arcana and card description leaflet. This deck is exactly the same, except as you can see, this is written in French. Du Salon Enchant de la Mer, Carte de Tarot. And then this, that's written in English, but it does say here it's with French titles. So let's take a look, because there are some production quality differences in these decks that we'll take a look at. So you can see the standard size tarot deck. It has these beautiful white backs with these like vintage looking octopus prints. And then here with our larger French edition, let me just move these out of the way. You can see these are larger, and then this is a black back with the same octopus. And it's also good to note here the size, obviously, which I've mentioned. Everyone has preferences with like the size of cards. I actually prefer smaller tarot size cards just because my hands are smaller. These are also really beautiful though. I do kind of favor the black backs, but really interestingly enough, the creator has two different card stocks for each of these. So this is like more of a matte, like a silky matte, not quite rose petal, but it's really nice to the touch. But also this is really nice to the touch. This is actually a linen finish, and I think you can see in the light the like the crosshairs of the linen finish. So those are two noticeable differences, which is why I have two decks, because I couldn't decide which one I wanted to keep. Lord help me if I keep both, but you know what, weirder things have happened, right? So we're gonna take a look at these decks. This comes, the standard tarot size English version comes with like a little white, what is it called? Little white book. Why am I like tripping over my words today? With just like basic keywords, which will be really helpful. The same in the, this is considered the special edition. Same thing. And this is written in French. No, this is written in English. So if you want to get the French version, this will be written in English just for your information. And then the larger one, because it's a special edition, comes with a card. This is a special edition, 500 decks signed and numbered. So this is number 82, and it's signed by Willow. So that's also really nice to have. And then also I just wanted to note, because I am, or I consider myself a beach witch, because, well, I live at the beach and it's my happy place. So it's really hard for me to find ocean, beachy, sea witch type decks that aren't like all bubbly and love and light. Although I do love those, I have some of those. But this deck, when I saw it on Etsy, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like the dark sea sea witchy deck I've been looking for. Like it draws in that ocean energy and those ocean elements, but it's got like a darkness to it. So like, I don't know, I saw it, I saw the way the box was created, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I need this. So I'm really excited. And then I thought it'd be really nice paired with this like dark, kind of like somber looking mermaid bag. I thought that would look really great. So I just had to note that. Anyway, I'm babbling. Let's just take a look at the cards. So as you can see, the artwork is vintage. It's got this like Victorian style with the ornate like picture frames, and then we've got these beautiful prints in the background. We've got our titles, so you can see the Fool and Les Fous, so you can see the difference between the English and the French. Really beautiful. I also really love how the High Priestess was renamed as the Sea Witch, or the Sorcerer de la Mer. Absolutely beautiful. So there are definitely pros and cons to the small and the large size. Like you could see with the larger cards, you can see all the details, which is really nice too. And I'm particular to the French, just because it feels a little bit more, I don't know, authentic with Mademoiselle Dauphine. And I also am particular to the black backs. However, I think, favor the tarot size cards more, just because I know I will use them more. Like that's just a personal preference. And also I might like this cardstock better. I do kind of like that soft matte. I know a lot of people really, really love linen finish. I'm not opposed to linen finish whatsoever, but they do tend to be a little like slippery in my hands for me, so I will often drop them a lot. Like if I'm shuffling, they'll end up all over the place. So that's just me. But if you prefer like the linen cardstock, I mean, or the matte, you have both options. So I think that's really cool how she did make these different. So it's kind of like a personal preference between the sizes, between if you want French or English. You know, you can really, the artwork really pops in the larger cards, which is cool. Oh gosh, am I keeping both of these? I might. I'm gonna be honest with myself. Like I can see me using these larger cards more for like 1, maybe 2 card pulls before bed. I think because they're larger, I wouldn't do larger spreads. I can also see me using them for like altar cards because they are larger. I do love the French and I do love the black, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't know. And this is an interesting one too. So you see here with the moon and La Lune, because of the larger size, you can see more of the image there where you can't here. So that's really interesting. But like, aren't these stunning? Just like that old world, you know, fortune teller in France, Victorian era, super mystical but dark. Like, I am truly obsessed with this deck. Okay, so those were the majors. The minors are really interesting too, because some are pippish and some are fully illustrated. I love this Ace of Cups, by the way. Like, how gorgeous. Normally I would hate this, I'm gonna be honest. Like normally I would hate pips or a mixture of pips, like because I like more continuity. With this deck, it doesn't bother me. I think it adds to its like quirkiness and charm. Like you can see the 3 of Cups is fully illustrated where the 4 of Cups isn't. And it's not even uniform throughout each of the suits. Like it's just kind of like some are and some aren't. I find that really interesting and I don't hate it at all, actually. I think she has a nice blend of the more like plain pippish cards and then the fully illustrated. So I don't know, I kind of like it. And I feel like I'm talking too much. So we're just gonna go through these a little bit quicker. Beautiful Nine of Cups. My only gripe is I wish there was a more ornate Ten of Cups, because that's my favorite, but that is minor. That is a minor detail. Beautiful. I love that King of Cups too. Okay, so now we are in our Pentacles. I love this octopus. Oh my goodness. And they're just like, I don't know, they're like vintage. They almost remind me of like old, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like old anatomy textbooks and biology books and things like that. That's what a lot of the illustrations and drawings remind me of. You can see here's more pips, but again, I don't mind, because when I pull larger spreads, I feel like I get a nice mix of like the unillustrated pips with illustrated cards. So I feel like it has a nice balance to it. It's a beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful Ace of Wands. I love that. And then you can see these wands, they have like shells on them. So of course, me being the ocean beach witch that I am, I love this so much. Really connects me to that ocean energy. And I think the wands is the only suit, if I recall, that all of their minors are unillustrated, which again would normally really bother me, but it doesn't actually at all. Okay, we've got our quartz. Beautiful Queen. And then we have our swords. Like I feel like even their pips, like they have slight illustration, so it really does kind of help you sink into the meaning of the card. I don't think this would be great for beginners, to be quite honest. I mean, it does have a little white book, so you could use that. If you're drawn to this artwork, I say absolutely do it, because I'm one who's like, one of my first decks was actually I think it was my second or third deck was a She-Wolf Tarot, and that was incredibly difficult, and I knew I loved the artwork. I wasn't ready to use it, so if you're drawn to this artwork and you are a beginner, like go for it and then play with it as you go. That would be my my hot tip. So yeah, let me know what you think. They're two very different vibes, I think, between the tarot size and the larger special edition size. Let's just give, I was using the tarot size a little bit more of, I was using this more. So let's just pull some cards and see what we get. Our Prince of Cups or Knight of Cups has fallen out. We've got the Five of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Cups. So we're definitely in our emotions and maybe feeling a little disappointed. Judgment. I think we're feeling a little disappointed with how things are going in our life, and emotionally we're kind of feeling that. And Judgment's kind of telling us like maybe it's a time to like reevaluate what we're looking for. I am a counselor, I am a coach, so it's like when we experience negative emotions, like that's the quickest indicator to maybe what's going wrong and how we can course correct. So really kind of sink into why you're feeling disappointed and figure out how you can course correct and make that better for yourself. So that was just a little reading for the collective today. This is the Seawitch Tarot. This is both the regular standard edition and the limited edition, larger edition in French. Let me know what you all think of this deck in the comments below and which one you prefer. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.